Hello to all you lovers out there, and welcome to another episode of Love Works with Juan and G.
Yes, a fresh new Juan and G.
Yes, and today we are getting down and dirty with two single men here in Atlanta, Mr. Brodney McClinton, personal trainers to all the gays out there, and Mr. Tripp Ali, actor extraordinaire.
That's right. We're going to get into their hearts, get into their minds, get into their souls, and let's talk about being single and dating in Atlanta. We know all of the bad things that people say about dating in Atlanta, but we want to sit with these guys that have to say, what are some of their struggles? What are some of the triumphs? Let's talk about their past relationship. Let's just get down and dirty. Hello to all you lovers out there.
As soon as you start filming, we stop talking.
Right.
That's okay. I'm gonna say something.
So we are going to get the single guy's perspective today about dating, about love, about body image, about all of the damn hang-ups that single folks have that come up to us all the time and say, how do y'all make it work? It ain't no good guys in Atlanta. I'm the only good guy that's out there. We're going to get down to that.
Right, yeah, I'm interested to hear the answer to the question, why are you single? I know they've both been single for a while, I believe, so I'm interested to get the answer to that question. And I'm also interested to know what it's like to be dating in the age of social media, because that's something we haven't really experienced. And so that'll be interesting to get their take on that. And I know that Tripp is a real aggressive personality, so I'm real interested to see how he shows up today.
And Brodney is the opposite. He's very calm and laid back, so this is going to be interesting.
I'm not the best rap fan, so I don't know all the words and stuff like that. But I actually like when he is fit into the world. It's amazing. So let's just into the heart of the world.
Hello, such a welcome lady, I tell
How
you.
you doing?
Good to see you.
Good to see you. How are you?
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Brought you some.
Thank you.
He brought champagne.
Classy.
I didn't. My bad.
Juan is in the back. You'll be on in just a minute.
Okay.
How you doing?
Good. Thank you.
Thank y'all for coming over.
Thanks for having
Sharing yourselves with us.
Right.
Oh well. Hope y'all ready to tell secrets.
Okay. What kind of secret?
Sure.
I don't know. I don't know what the secret is. If I know what the secret was, it won't be a secret.
Right. It won't be a secret after this.
What y'all do this
Okay.
weekend?
Work.
Man, I had a pretty interesting weekend.
What was interesting about it?
Well, I went on a date with somebody.
Oh, well, let's just jump right into it. Tell us
How
about
was
it.
that?
Man, it was crazy. I mean, I think I did all the right things in the date. You know what I mean? And we went to Old Lady Gang, the new restaurant by Candy she owns. It's
Was it
over
the
there on
first
Peter
date?
Street. It was the first date. It was the first date. I never went out on a date with this person. I mean, we talked through social media for a while, and we just decided, yo, let's hang out and, you know, meet face to face. So the wait for the restaurant was about 2 hours long. So I even called them. I said, yo, I'll go down there a couple hours later, because they was coming from work, just so we could, you know. So I went down there hour and a half early, got the table.
Oh, that's nice. That's a
Hey,
gentleman.
thank
That's
you.
nice.
See? You know what I'm saying? So I go down there, I get the table. So when they came, they had no
nice.
wait.
Yes, I wouldn't do that. Not an hour and a half early, but
See,
yeah.
but that's
That
who
was
I am
nice.
though.
Yeah.
That's why I'm Tripp. You know what I'm saying? But
Tripp
I went
Ali.
down there, Tripp Ali. You know what I'm saying? So I went down there. So when he came, he didn't have a wait at all. I was already seated at the table. They had already brewed water. Thank you. Let me see what this doing. They already brewed water out. So the first thing they do when they come in, they start complaining about the seats. They like, oh, I'm a people person. I usually don't like sitting this way. So I'm like, well, you want to sit right here? They're like, no, I'm cool. So they looking around. They never really made eye contact with me. So I asked them, I was like, you ain't look at me like, you nervous or something? They was like, no.
This is the first time y'all met?
Yeah, this is the first time we
Okay.
met.
Oh.
And then, you know, they was like, what is this water? I was like, it's just water. You know, I had them bring out water, you know, and then he was like, is it purified water? And I was like, I don't know. I mean, it's a restaurant. I'm sure it's, you know.
It's drinkable.
You know what I'm saying? It's drinkable. And then he went to go drink the water and he kind of like was smelling it and then he tasted it and was like, ugh, no, I can't drink this. And I'm like, man, this dude is like, so the waiter comes over, he complains to the waiter, asking the waiter, is the water, you know, spring water or purified water or whatever. She was like, yeah, it's filtered, it's pretty good.
Wow.
You know, he was like, he can't drink it, can they bring him out some tea? They brought out the tea, he didn't like
That's
the
made
tea.
with the same water.
Right.
You know, he asked what kind of tea it was, and they told him that it was, you know, homemade or whatever the case may be. He didn't like the tea, you know what I'm saying? He didn't like nothing. Like, it was like, and he was acting like a straight up bitch. Like, what's up, man? What's up?
All I heard was straight up bitch.
Yeah,
But
you
he had a
first
date last
listen.
night.
Right.
So why do you think he was acting like that?
Man, I don't know. Like, oh, that wasn't even the worst part of it. I just think that was his personality. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, we go talking some more. So he was like, he can't be in a relationship if it's monogamous. He needs to be with somebody who has. He needs to be somebody who's open, who wants to have an open relationship. I was
That ain't got nothing to do with him being a bitch.
Right. So my question is, even though this was your first date, there were no indications when y'all were like communicating on social media that this was his personality type?
No, because people put out something totally
Had y'all
different
talked on the
social
phone?
media. Yeah, we
Like-
talked on the phone a couple times.
And it was none of that.
It wasn't none of that. Like, but you know, his social media thing is totally different than what he was in person, and I
That's
mean that happens a lot.
95%.
That happens.
What happened? What happened after the date? Like, did he want to see you again?
He probably didn't because I already had let him know that I wasn't interested in talking to somebody who wanted to, you know, date multiple people. I mean, not date multiple people, but be in a relationship with somebody with two people. What's the point?
I think that open relationships are, I believe in any kind of relationship. And that includes open relationships. I just really believe that it depends on the two people who are together. And if you have two people who are together who want to be in an open relationship, then I think open relationships are fine. The problem is when you have one person in an open relationship in a relationship with somebody who's in a closed relationship. That's when you have a problem with open relationship.
We could be cool, we could hang out, but as far as like the interest, it was gone at that point. Right.
So what about that killed it?
For me, I don't want to be with somebody who wants to be in an open relationship. And if you that strong on it, I mean, I understand that people come into situations with their own thing, and sometimes things could change. But he was very adamant about that's what he wanted in a relationship. And I'm
But
very
my question
adamant
to you
about
is, why are you so against it? Why are you not open to?
Because I tried it before and I didn't feel good. Like
Okay.
my first relationship, I thought, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, we could be cool. Like, let's
So
do
we
it.
all know that relationships are about agreements, and the agreements are made to be revamped, renegotiated, and revised accordingly. And that includes open relationships. I think they are magnificent if the two people who are in that relationship know how to navigate those waters. They have to have specific rules and regulations and constantly talk, keep that open line of communication. But I think they could definitely work.
We both were like, but I put rules on it. I was like, well, you can't kiss us, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't suck our nipples. It was
Wait
only
a
for
minute.
them.
Was this an open relationship? Or was
It wasn't
just
an
like
open
a threesome?
relationship. It was
That's
just-
different. Like an open relationship and a threesome are different.
Yeah, but if I can't take the threesome, I probably wouldn't be able to.
That's
take
a good.
the
That's a good
relationship.
first step to
Like,
an open relationship.
Yeah, I can't do it. Like it made me sick. Like I was like, I'm good.
So it sounds like you are saying though, like
He down.
you would be open to.
No, I wouldn't.
No, you're
No.
just playing devil's advocate or something.
No, I just wanted to know like the difference in what he thought the difference was like with the threesome or the open relationship.
Okay.
But I'm not for open relationships.
Why not?
It's too many people to have to date multiple people. Like there's one for me. and
Okay,
that's
so
it.
so y'all keep saying dating, and that's why y'all here, right? The single perspective. So dating to me is
No.
Wait, hold on. Dating to me is getting to know people, which means multiple. Like you don't know what you want until you've tried a couple of different items on the menu, right?
Right.
In theory, what is dating to
So
y'all?
for me, getting to know me is getting to know me. Like, we're not dating, we're getting to know each other. If we're dating, that's when we are now exclusively invested in what we want. We're trying to figure each other out because now we've put the title of dating on this.
Is that the same as a relationship? Is that it's the same as being in a committed relationship?
What?
Dating someone exclusive.
I mean, that's like the next step.
Relationship is.
From dating, yeah. Like if I'm gonna date you seriously, then I'm dating you to see if it works for a relationship.
So during the get to know you phase, do you go out on dates?
We hang out, yes.
Well,
Is
so
that not what I'm saying?
what's the difference? What does that mean?
Because I'm getting
Those are
to know,
blurred
because the
lines
thing-
right there,
No,
though.
because the thing is, if I'm getting to know you, I could be getting to know several other people.
Exactly.
Right, but you're dating several people.
No, I'm getting to know
You're
you.
going out on
know.
dates though,
I'm
right?
just hanging out.
Let me ask you this. What's the difference between us going to hang out on a Friday? If you go hang out with a friend on a Friday, y'all just hanging out? Or y'all getting to
It's
know each
more
other?
than like, what kind of friend though?
This is what I'm saying. This is why I think the lines are blurred. Like, why can't you say, I am going out on a date with this person, and going out the date, I'm getting to know you, but I am dating you. And I'm dating 3 people at one time.
Right. Is it psychological? Like, is it
I think
word?
It is psychological.
I think it is more psychological with me because I don't put the dating title out there. Like we're just getting to know each other. That's it.
Why,
And
what,
that's-
so
that's
what,
the thing.
what
I
does
think that's why
dating
some get
what-
confused.
yeah.
So I'm like, what are we doing?
What does the term dating mean to you? Like, why are you so reluctant to put the title on it when you're actually going out on a date with somebody?
But something better might come along.
That's not true. I'm just not big on titles because I feel like when people put titles on things, things change. Like I've been getting to know people, and you know we just hang
So
out.
that's the title?
And then,
Right, that's the title.
but I'm just saying like, and then if you say like, well, I'm interested in us dating and this being more exclusive, then the behavior changes.
So it's the word dating versus.
So what changes? Is it the sense of
Sometimes-
ownership?
Sometimes,
Or
yeah. It just
like
depends
control over you?
In the experiences I've had, yes, it's been they feel more entitled, which I don't necessarily think goes with dating.
Entitled to what?
Yeah.
Just having priority over everything that I'm doing.
And at what point does that person or do they ever are rightfully in that position to
To take
expect things?
priority?
Yes.
Once you
Well,
say
we're in a
that,
relationship.
So it's getting to know, dating, and
My
then
friend-
in a
my-
relationship.
Yes, I'm getting to know you, and then if we're dating, now I'm starting to consider you like for a relationship. And then once we get in a relationship, that's when you take priority. Like,
So
over
when
my
you
friends.
start dating, do you stop seeing other people?
Yes. If
But
we're
that's
dating,
a relationship.
not necessarily.
So I believe that titles are totally necessary, and also whatever title you decide to put on yourselves also needs to be talked about. Because as we saw with the case of Rodney, he thinks dating is something completely different than me. So it definitely needs to be talked about and necessary. I mean, y'all exclusive.
Yeah, no. Like, once you're
so this is,
exclusive,
but I'm speaking on one side.
And then
This is me.
Right,
Like if
right.
I'm dating you, I'm not dating other
But
people.
isn't
I don't
it-
know what you're doing.
Let me-
But I'm talking about from my perspective.
I have a really good question.
Okay.
So is it not a lot to ask someone to be exclusive but not have expectations of you being a priority? Like you're gonna ask me to not see anybody while I'm dating you, but you're not gonna make me a priority
Right,
because we
yeah.
haven't made it to the
Can't-
next
that ain't
level
gonna
yet. Like how can I limit myself like that if you're not even making me a
But
priority?
that's why I said for me, I'm speaking on my perspective.
Right,
Like
yeah,
if I'm dating you, if I'm dating someone, I'm not seeing other people.
But you don't think that's a lot to ask of a person
What?
to not date
or
anybody
do you
else?
expect them to not date other people?
Not until we're in a relationship.